I'm Michelle and welcome to Cooking with the Carters. My husband Chris and I are going to show you how to make creme brulee today. And by the way, happy Easter for those of you who celebrate, and for those who don't, I hope you enjoy your day. So we're going to make creme brulee, which is basically an egg custard, but you add a sugar on top and you melt it in and it gets all caramely and it is delicious. So I've already started prep here because it takes a little bit of time, but you can totally do it. I halved the recipe because we have so many creme brulees waiting in different stages for you today. So right here I've started out a pint of heavy whipping cream. So this is half the recipe. I'll give the full recipe in the rest of our post. So I have a pint of heavy whipping cream, and I have 3 egg yolks, and I have my vanilla bean. So right now, cooling off is the cream with the vanilla bean. But that's where a lot of confusion comes in, or people don't know how to work with the vanilla bean. So let me show you that first. So you start off with a vanilla bean, and you can get these, of course, from the grocery store, but you can also get it on mail order from like Penzies. And to cut the vanilla bean, you can take your knife and just gently poke it in the middle, and then draw the bean out. And then you're gonna go back and slice it the other way. What you're trying to get at is this ooey gooey inside, because this is where all the flavor is. This vanilla bean is gonna go into my homemade vanilla, which, did you know that you can make your own vanilla? And so we're gonna save the vanilla bean in here and for a later baking use. So let me just put this here. By the way, don't forget to wash your hands before you start. So here is our heavy whipping cream, which is cooled for 15 minutes. And you can see inside the vanilla bean.
Did you bring it to a boil, or you just warmed it up?
Oh, thanks, Chris. Yes, I brought it to a boil.
Hard boil or just a boil?
Just a boil. And we're going to remove the vanilla bean, which is right here. And just kind of, this is nice and cool, so we're not going to burn our hands. This vanilla bean I can put into a container with sugar and make vanilla sugar if I want. And the reason that you cool this off, hold on, I gotta wipe my hand. The reason you cool this off is so when you add your egg yolks, it doesn't curdle. So we've got our egg yolks here, and I halved the recipe. So this is 1/4 of a cup of sugar, just regular sugar. And we're gonna whip that up. And you might wanna do this in a more stationary location. We're gonna mix this up, whip it up until it gets a little light in color. Everything's nice and incorporated. Let's see. That's probably not very stationary. Okay, so now I'm going to slowly add our heavy whipping cream with the vanilla bean to our sugar.
Get a towel, put it on there.
Yeah, hold on.
There you go.
This is better.
That's more butter, dear.
More butter. Now I'm going to slowly add this. And you're gonna mix as quickly as you can because you don't wanna curdle those eggs. So you're just gonna slowly incorporate. And if you can see all the little pieces of the good vanilla in there, the little vanilla bean. Okay, so this is all mixed in. And now we have our ramekins in a baking dish. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our egg mixture, which is basically the custard, into the ramekins. These are 5-ounce ramekins.
Are they greased or anything?
No. Good question, honey.
Okay.
And you want to make sure you whisk this all in a container that has a good pour spout. And those chunks you see are the vanilla. And then I used our coffee pot to heat up some water because you want to create a water bath for the egg, for the custard, so that it's slowly going to heat. And the oven is set to 325. We've already preheated it. And you want to add, you don't want to get the water in the custard, but you want it to go about halfway up on the ramekins, and this water bath is going to let all the custard and everything get to a nice cooked, baked happiness.
Do they got to be jiggly when you take them out, or firm?
Yep, we're gonna bake them for about 30-35 minutes at 325. And when we remove them, they'll be jiggly. And that'll be our next video.
Okay, now it's time to brulee or burn these. We're going to take a tablespoon of sugar, just plain white sugar, and sprinkle it evenly over the cream. So, and then we're going to melt it. Jake's going to give it a try, and we're going to see what happens. Remember, you want it evenly, and you can kind of move the bowl around and even it out. Doing a pretty good job of getting it even then. You can also put these in a broiler at about 2 or 3 minutes if you don't have a torch or some kind of brulee device.
What you want is the sugar to bubble and caramelize, because that's what's going to make the caramel shell and complement your egg custard.
All right, that looks good. Thanks, Jake.